Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lauren. In today's video I'm going to be talking about things that you can do to waste less. Some of these things are going to be quite obvious and some things you've probably heard quite a lot already, but I thought I would put this out there anyway. So sorry about the noise, my daughter's just sat there playing. So yeah, I thought I'd put this out anyway because if you haven't thought of all of these things, then maybe there is another thing in my little list that you can change also. So let's jump into the video. So I'll get the obvious things out of the way first. I've displayed it all up here on my drawers. So obviously one of the first things that you can do is make sure you use reusable bags. I've got loads of different cotton ones, and yeah, I love them. I just carry those around wherever I go now so that I have plenty of reusable bags. So another obvious one would be to take your own water bottle. And it's so easy, isn't it, to just grab a bottle and take it. Even if you have a reusable plastic one, then that's fine, but you can also get these stainless steel ones, and these are brilliant. You can get them in all kinds of different patterns and colours, and I'm pretty sure you could find them. I got this one from TK Maxx, but I'm pretty sure you could find them on Amazon, or I've just bought my son one from Tesco, so they sell these everywhere. Yeah, these are brilliant, and it just a screw top like this, and the way I wash this, by the way, is because you can't fit a cloth down, can you? I fill it up with boiling water from the kettle and throw some bicarbonate of soda in there, and that tends to give it a good clean and sterilise. So yeah, always take your own water bottle. The next pretty obvious one is a coffee cup. Now, not everyone does this, but just recently I found out that if you take your own coffee cup into some coffee shops, they will give you a bit of a discount on the coffees. I got this in a pack of three from Costco. And I gave the rest as Christmas present. Another one that you might have seen recently is stainless steel straws. I think I first discovered these on someone else's YouTube channel, and I went ahead and bought them straight away. You can get these from Amazon. This is where I got mine from. I'm sure they sell them in shops now. I'm sure I've seen them in some shops. And they come, it was a pack of 4. And they come with this little brush which allows you to get right inside around the bend and everything to give them a good clean. So these are brilliant. I mean, obviously we use them at home instead of using plastic, and you can also carry one around if you went somewhere and you was to use a straw, then just take one of those with you as well. Another pretty obvious one, but I find that people sometimes don't use because it's so easy to just use kitchen roll. You could use microfiber cloths for anything, couldn't you? You know, I've been trying to do it more often. Instead of wiping the sides down with a fresh piece of kitchen roll, I've been using cloths and then I just wash them all. I'm quite lucky because I used to have a cleaning business, so I have tons and tons of microfiber cloths, and I tend to have different ones for different things. So I have blue for windows and mirrors. This is just because I added it in my business, and then I have red for dusting, and then I have what's the other colour? Yellow I use for kitchen. So I used to use disposable cloths when I had my business for cleaning toilets, bathrooms and toilets, but now I have just a couple of separate cloths that I use for the toilets, so you could do that also. So another thing that I actually came across on YouTube a while ago was some silicone baking sheets. So this is them here. Sorry, mine is pretty well used. So they look a little bit like that, and I got 2 in a pack, and I got those from Amazon. Again, Amazon is great, isn't it? So these are the Amazon basics, and they're super easy to use, super easy to clean. And it means you don't have to use oil, and you don't have to use, because they're non-stick, and you don't have to use a tin foil. So that is also wasting less there. Another thing I have recently found is we tend to use, I mean, I hate the thing. I know hate is a harsh word, but cling film, I hate it anyway. So I am glad to find an alternative. But in also the reason to try and waste less, I have found these silicone covers. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word then. I found these silicone covers, so they come in all different sizes. I've got a big huge one there, and they go to this small here. And basically I'll try and show you. Where are you going? So I'll try and put the cover on there. Sometimes I have found they can be slightly fiddly depending on what you're trying to put them on. But they just wrap around the edge like that, and it's quite a tight fit, and if there was something inside it wouldn't leak. I should probably demonstrate that to you. But yeah, so I found these brilliant to cover things instead of using cling film, and then obviously they can just be washed after use. Another thing I have recently discovered, which kind of coincide with the reusable bags, I saw this again on another YouTube channel. These bags for putting your produce in when you go. So almost every supermarket near me, when I'm buying stuff, it's all in plastic, all of it. So I don't often get to buy loose fruit and veg, which is a shame. So hopefully one day I'll get even more use out of these. But this was a brilliant set. I got this off Amazon as well, and you got 4. I don't know if you can see the size of that. 4 of these sizes. Okay, Esme's had to join me now because she was getting a bit fed up playing. So yeah, you get the size that I just shown you, and then you get 2 smaller sizes, which I think are in the fridge at the moment with carrots stored in them and courgettes stored in them. So, because apparently these also keep your fruit and veg much fresher, because they've got like little tiny holes in them. It can help your produce to breathe rather than them being stuffed in plastic. Ow! This is why I don't wear my hair down much. And then you also get 2 of these sizes. I don't know if you can see those properly. And then it also came with a little reuse your bag, little, you know, pocket bag or bag that you can shove in your handbags. And then last but not least, it came with a nut bag milk as well. So that is great if you want to make your own milks. A brilliant set, I thought, and it was only cheap. Let me have a look. I haven't written the price down for those, but I will try and find them again and put them in the description box below, because I thought it was a fantastic set of things for the money. It was really good value. So another thing, if you're a mum and you are breastfeeding, another thing that you can do to reduce your waste, I'll be honest, I haven't done this the whole way through breastfeeding, because I think at first I only bought 1 packet, and so I had lots of disposable breast pads, and sometimes these won't work for everyone, but you can get reusable breast pads, and they look like this, and you get, I can't remember how many I've got in the packet. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at remembering all this, but they come with a little mesh bag as well that you can pop them in like that to throw in the washing machine, and you can just wash them. So again, they're not for everyone because they don't have a sticky thing on the back, so they don't stick to your bra. But I quite like them. I feel like they absorb enough, and again, I know that I'm producing less waste by using those. So that is what I'm using from now on. My next tip or idea is to get some, if you're feeding your baby, this is obviously, if you've got a baby and you want to make your own food to carry around in pouches, these are brilliant. I got these 6 reusable food pouches. Again, I think these were off Amazon. I will try and find the link and post it below. And you've got 3 different sizes. So you've got the big one like this, and it's got a little bit there that you can write on if you wanted to, and then it's got a cap. It's got a max fill line, 210 mils this is, and basically it has a cap on the top like this that you can just screw on, and then at the bottom you can open it up to clean it and fill it and clean it, and then you can press it together. It's got, you know, one of those pushy things. So it came in 3 different sizes. I know they look very similar, but oh no, they don't on there. God, is that the same as that one? No. So those are the 3 different sizes, and they are dishwasher and freezer safe, PVC I don't know what that says, and BPA free. So I will hold that up there for you to see. So the next thing is, I can't really give you much information about these because I haven't actually used them yet myself, but I've bought them for when I'm ready to use them. So since having Esme, I'm still breastfeeding and I haven't had a period yet, so I can't really tell you how much I like these or how much I dislike them. But these are called Organi cups. and I've got 2. I think there was an offer on at the time that I got them, and there is 2 different sizes. There's one for if you've given birth and there's one for if you haven't given birth. And yeah, so oops, I haven't even opened them yet, but I've heard very good things about them and heard that they are really good. And then I also bought the organic wipes, so you can wipe them as you go along. Right, so I haven't really explained what those are, but basically they are a menstrual cup and they are for use when you have a period. And as far as I'm aware, look, you can see the little cup just there. You pop that cup up your, you know what, and it catches all of the bleeding for the day, and then you just empty it out and you can wash it. So that is another great way to waste less. So these, I don't have anything to show you for these, but these are just some other ideas that you could also do to help waste less. So as mothers, we are all guilty of grabbing a wet wipe and wiping our baby's face, even wiping our makeup off, wiping down surfaces, anything. But wet wipes, they produce so much waste quite clearly because we use a lot. So what I've started to do is when Esme has finished eating her food, you know, at a high chair, I keep a flannel downstairs and I just get some warm water in it and I wipe over her face with a flannel. Yes, it takes a couple extra minutes to, you know, run the tap, but it will definitely contribute to wasting less. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing recently. My next tip is to, this is a really easy and simple one, and I'm pretty sure everyone out there knows this, but I have recently had to kind of just tell myself this because I am so guilty of doing it. And basically that is washing your clothes less. I literally, whenever I've had anything on, I just throw it in the wash basket. Same with my children. I think, oh, it's been worn now, and I throw it in the dishwasher. I throw it in the washing bag and it's still clean, or it's, you know, it's not dirty, it hasn't got dirty marks on it. So my next tip is to definitely just wash things that need washing. Just put things back in your wardrobe if they're still clean. My next tip might seem a little bit silly, but it's so relevant, and you've probably heard it again a million times. And that is to make a meal plan. And again, I am so guilty of not doing this. Every week we say we're going to make a meal plan, we're going to do it, and then I run out of time or don't make time to make one, and I end up just buying all the like kind of normal essential things that I buy in, and then I just have to make meals out of that. But then sometimes there's so much waste, and I hate throwing food away because I love my food. And yeah, so that is another way to waste less. My next idea is, now again, I haven't tried this myself, but I came across it and I thought it looked amazing, and when I went to get one, unfortunately the shop was closed. So this was a product from Lush, and it's called a Lush hair bar, and it's basically a shampoo but in like a soap kind of form. So again, I can't give you any information as to whether it works or whether it's, you know, good or whether it smells amazing, but I just thought it looked like a really amazing idea, because then you're not having to buy a big tub of shampoo and conditioner, which actually, if you do still want to buy a tub of shampoo and conditioner, if you buy a bulk one rather than lots of little small ones, then you are also wasting less by buying a big bulk one, because you're not buying lots of single-use plastic. So that is another idea. If you have a Lush near you, go and see if you can find this Lush bar and try it out on your hair, because it looked amazing. And then my last tip is to make your own beauty products. Now, I know as mums we don't really have time to do this much. We barely have time to even put moisturiser on in the morning, let alone making our own beauty products. But certain things like exfoliator, or you know, even if you just want to scrub your hands, one of my all-time favourite things to do is put a little bit of salt in your hand and a little bit of olive oil or any kind of oil that you want, and give your hands a really good scrub, rinse it under warm water, and they come out unbelievably soft. And I don't do it often enough, because honestly, when I do that, it makes me feel like I've just had a whole pamper on my hands and it's only taken me 2 minutes. Those are all of my tips for today. I hope you managed to take something from this. Please let me know down below in the comments if you do use any of these tips, and I would love to hear how you waste less. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.